I'm cautiously optimistic about Assassin's Creed Mirage. What we're seeing here right now is some excellent gameplay. It seems to be returning back to the roots. Yet there is a lot of skepticism because while Assassin's Creed Mirage may prove to be that game, it may prove to be that game that's going back to the roots that bring ultimately, can Assassin's Creed Mirage be a game that just does not bank on nostalgia? It is not simply a cash grab. It is not a game that basically says, oh look, we made this Assassin's Creed game and we brought in a couple of old features and then that's it. Can Assassin's Creed Mirage be something else? Can it be a game that reintroduces the old features but innovates on top of it? That's what Assassin's Creed Mirage should be, and it needs to avoid microtransactions no matter what. From what we're seeing right now, we have a lot of social stealth elements coming back. You have first of all sneaking on guards, assassinating from rooftops, making use of different tools and items that you're going to get in your inventory. You are obviously going to be in a much more dense city, so that's going to basically restrict how much of the open world you can go into, and you're going to see a lot of parkour elements come back. Although to be honest, I do think the parkour elements need to be improved. The jumping from ledge to ledge, climbing, all of that stuff needs more improvement in my opinion. Within Baghdad, you also have blow darts. You can definitely do smoke bombs, and you can mingle within crowds, and you can blend in, of course. And that's a really great feature. They needed to bring it back because blending in is part of being an assassin. But you also have enemies like the marksmen who can shoot down your eagle when you're scouting. Now that kind of reminds me of, let's say, when you go to Havana in Assassin's Creed 4, and you have all these marksmen on the rooftops, and they're scouting and they're shooting whenever you try and run away. And of course guards can summon reinforcements with horns. Now the best way to reflect that, if you think of Assassin's Creed 4, you go into a mining, you go into any location that you have to raid, and there's a bell, and as soon as the guards get you, they ring the bell, and therefore those reinforcements arrive, and that was always there. And of course you can ascend quickly, you can jump off ledges, and there's lots of gaps, and there's of course the new pole vault, and that pole vault will allow you to go from one building to the other, and I think that's a really fantastic way. You've got so many more features, and that's what it should be. Also taunting, and I really love taunting as well. Climbing, all of that stuff needs more improvement in my opinion. And while Ubisoft Bordeaux has taken that approach from, of course, Assassin's Creed to Unity and a bit of Valhalla, I can definitely say they're on the right track. They just need to do more new so that if I play as Basim and I assassinate a guard and I try and infiltrate a fort or anything like that, it shouldn't feel like I've played this before. It should feel like I've played something new, where I have to go into different types of missions. I like that the missions are sort of Hitman style inspired. Black Dot mission. There needs to be more variety within the missions themselves. It shouldn't simply be go and assassinate this guy and go and assassinate that guy. It should be something with a story. Something that says that you have to assassinate this person who is doing something bad, who is doing something more brutal. And you as the assassin have to go and stop that. Because after all, as an assassin, you stay your blade away from the flesh of the innocent. You go and defend what is good. You go and defend against what is the hidden ones. That's what Assassin's Creed Mirage needs to bring. Needs improvement, of course. And you can tell that there is a rich story here that is waiting to be unleashed. Now it's a rich story for many. It's a rich story that showcases Roshan, Nehal and so many other characters with incredibly well voice acted actors that are doing this job. And I have to say that it looks and feels amazing. But of course, even if I'm praising it now, we won't be able to say anything else until the game launches. And I don't want this game to simply be a bug fest on launch. I don't want this game to be a nostalgic cash grab. I don't want this game to be a nostalgic cash grab where, let's say you have the dyes, right? The outfits. And the outfit inventory looks great. The tool inventory looks great. But moving back to the point that simply having outfits shouldn't be a key or a marketing move where you will basically, if you want XYZ outfit, XYZ dye outfit, you have to pay more in microtransactions. And this is something that I have to bring up. I don't want it to happen. I don't want that if you want new costumes and new outfits that you have to pay for more. And this is something that has frustrated me, because whether it be Assassin's Creed Origins, whether it be Assassin's Creed Odyssey, whether it be Assassin's Creed Valhalla, any new cool looking you have to pay more in microtransactions. And that's something I don't think anybody has pointed out yet, and I'm pointing it out to you right now. So we need to be careful. We need to make sure that Ubisoft delivers a game where microtransactions don't seep in. Now, of course, you already have a sort of a bonus, like you can get the Prince of Persia Darius outfit. So I don't know what that might lead to, but it leads to something a bit disturbing. However, I am optimistic that this game can be good, this game can prove, and it can deliver. It can basically be something else. It can be an Assassin's Creed game where the old features return and you get more Assassin's Creed titles within the future that are single player, that are linear, that are less open world, that have less bloat, and that they are more refined as a story basis. Even though I am someone that enjoys most of the open world stuff. But we'll have to wait and see how this game does. Also liking the fact that the story itself is going to be absolutely fantastic. And I was watching the developer showcase, and the developers have basically mentioned how Basim transitions, how they've worked this character in, how they come up with new stories and new ideas and new mechanics and new inventory settings. They've done all of that, and they've tried to make sure that Basim is a fresh take on the Assassin's Creed protagonists, and that's absolutely fantastic. And of course, the game introduces us when Basim is nothing more than a young thief with his partner in crime, that is Nahal, and they're going around and doing all their fun and all of that stuff. That's great. And they say that, they're going to explore Basim's inner roots, Basim's fears, Basim's likes, Basim's desires. That's absolutely great. And he's going to, be under the mentorship of Roshan. That's all fantastic. That's what we need. But the story shouldn't be black and white and good versus evil. The story needs to be complex. The story needs to have a bit of Assassin's Creed 3 writing. Because Assassin's Creed 3 really showed how both sides manipulated each other. And it really showed that, that governments or people or power or whatever it is, whether it be kings or emperors, nothing is ever true in politics. And that's why I wanted to showcase that there is a lot more in this game. There's a lot more to this region's history. There's a lot more. And we need to see that in this game. So all in all, I get the critique. I get all the critique that says that the parkour needs improvement. The story may seem good, but maybe, you might start an Assassin's Creed game, 10 minutes in it's great, and then the next 30 minutes it flounders. We don't want that. And we have seen gameplay after such a long time, and we're still seeing more gameplay, of course, and I'm really appreciating that, Ubisoft Bordeaux is pulling out all the plugs. They are doing as much effort as they can to make this game really great. And we as fans have to keep Ubisoft Bordeaux accountable. We have to make sure that they make this game to the highest quality standard that an Assassin's Creed game needs to be. That means stealth, that means parkour, that means mechanics, that means so much more. And I'm really looking forward to this game. I really want this game to be absolutely fantastic. I don't think that this game is going to be as bad as some people might say. I think this game is going to be absolutely fantastic. And I don't think it misses the point. However, if you feel that I'm missing the point, then let me know. Let's start a discussion in the comment section down below. What are you looking forward to in Assassin's Creed Mirage? Are the gameplay developer videos convincing you? So, don't forget to leave a like, share, comment and subscribe. And stay tuned for more Mirage content.